everybody, and welcome back once again. Another edition of Inside the Headset, Week 8, Game 8. I'm with head coach of the Blackman Blaze, Coach Shadowens. Well, you've been on fall break, had a little time off. It's been kind of a quirky week as far as weather goes and being able to get the guys out on the field, but what's the Blackman Blaze been doing?
Had a great week of practice. I would say there's nobody that had to face the weather that had as good a week of practice as we did. Kids fought through it yesterday, even though it was rainy and nasty in the field. The practice field's underwater. Practiced great. Had a great day in the gym on Tuesday, and went outside on Monday and had a great day outside. And today we had a walkthrough, inside. So, been a great week of practice. Last week, Thursday and Friday, were both good days of practice, even though one of those days was also in rain. But we're prepared. Our kids are refreshed, ready to start again, and get the second part of the season ready to go.
You've done this a long time and have many teams and many different faces, many different names. Do you feel like this team is more mentally focused at this point of their steps of their journey, or
compared to others?
Yes.
I don't know. I've been blessed to have some really good teams, but I think this team is one of those that is focused, has a desire to be great, knows it's a process. It's not based on 1 week; it's based on 1 week at a time. So, with all those things said, I'm happy with where our team is. Absolutely. We've had some kids that had to step up because of injuries, so I feel like we're not all the way back yet as far as health-wise, but we're getting closer. And people that have stepped up in the midst of those injuries have really proven themselves, and now we feel like we have more depth. When everybody gets back, we'll feel like we'll be in a better place.
Yeah.
Because we've developed depth, and kids have gained confidence, and that's the biggest thing. I know we have some good backups, but the confidence level until you play, you can't develop that on a Friday night until you play. You can act like you're confident, but if you hadn't played on Friday night, it's hard to get out there and be confident. So some of those kids that you didn't know how they would perform on Friday night, they might have struggled a little bit early on, but now the more they've played, the more confident they've gotten, and confidence is a crazy thing. So we feel like we're not all the way back yet as far as health goes, but we feel like we're a week or two away to getting everybody back, and at that point we'll be a better football team because of it.
Talked to Coach McDaniel. He said he had been talking with you on his coach's show, and just said that right now with the numbers coming out and everything, and even though you are in the midst of this season, you have to plan for next season. Coach, it's not easy finding teams to play, is it?
No, I don't know what we'll do when it comes to that, honestly.
Can you schedule Oakland twice?
We've talked about it before, but that wouldn't be smart.
No,
then you have to play them again in the playoffs.
So three times.
So,
be a good game.
Yeah, be good financially, but the struggle is hopefully, number one, we're going to have either 8 or 9 teams in our region. It could be as many as 9, depends on what some teams do as far as moving up or whatever. Whatever the case, what Maryville does and some of those other teams do, which I don't really care about all that. But we know we're going to have 7 district games.
Right. That's done.
So, because there's going to be at least 8 teams in our district, so we'll have 7. It means we got to find 3. Who those 3 will be, your guess is as good as mine. If they split our county up a little bit, which it looks like, Stewart's Creek's going to be 5A. Laverne may be, because Laverne is the smallest 6A school. And so if one plays up, then Laverne will have that option, I think, of playing 5A, and there's talk that they may be interested in doing that. That may be a possibility we can still play or whatever, even I don't know, how that would work. But I don't know. I don't really worry about that. We may go play. I'm sure we'll have to travel to go play. We've been invited some different weeks to play out of state.
Is that intriguing, or is it just expensive?
No, that's not intriguing. One of them's intriguing because you could get paid for it, where you at least wouldn't lose money. But we'll look at those kind of things. We'll look at classics. We'll look at different Labor Day games. We'll look at whatever we have to get our schedule. We'll find a schedule. I'm sure I could schedule private schools from this area, but I don't believe in doing that because they recruit this area.
Oh, they're not scared to go up in the stands and start talking to.
Right, and it's not against the rules for them to do so. So. I don't have anything against playing. I'd enjoy playing, Brentwood Academy and NBA and Innsworth, which are the 3, I guess, the biggies out of Nashville. But it doesn't make any sense for us to do so because they come to our county and want to get our kids. Now we've been blessed not to really lose any. I don't think in the 6 years I've been here we haven't. Maybe we haven't. I don't know about it. But but I don't want to give them that form, to come here and play and all that. So that's I've been contacted by one or two of them, but that's the struggle. I don't mind. I would enjoy it. It'd be a fun game, but it doesn't make sense to do that. So you try to find public schools. Well, nobody wants to play.
Yeah.
I would venture to say maybe independents. I haven't talked to Blade, but they obviously have played us great this year. Maybe they'll want to keep us on the schedule. They're going to be 5A. I mean, based on the numbers, they're going to be a 5A school instead of a 6A. And so we'll certainly try to keep them. I don't think Coach Perry at Mount Juliet will keep us. I'm hearing Coach Woodard's not going to keep us at Brentwood. Who else do we got non-region? Hoover, that's a one-year deal because they're alternating years. Because they have a different system than we do, or odd years from us, or whatever. So that's a one-year deal.
You used to go play Gallatin and some of them, but they
won't. I mean, I've tried that 2 years ago. Yeah. Hendersonville won't. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't spend a lot of time worrying about it today because right now I'm worried about Smyrna tomorrow night, and that's the only thing I'm really focused on. But it's not going to be any easier. It's just going to be we're going to have one more guaranteed game that we already have, so we're still going to have to find 3. And we'll find them somewhere. We may have to travel around the world to find them, but we'll find games. And you would think that some people would want to play. They know all the kids that are graduating this year, and so it's going to be a rebuilding year, whatever that means. I mean, I don't think it means we're going to be a bad football team next year. I just think it's going to be different people on the field next year than we have this year in a lot of cases. So hopefully we can find a schedule. But right now, we won't spend too much time worrying about that. They've asked us not to even work on schedules to November 13th until all the meetings and all the things are finalized with the new classifications. And
so it's just all talk right now.
So it's all talk. I mean, you can kind of tentatively say, yeah, we'll play. But the dates and stuff are not set yet, as far
that's
as
what hurts.
When you're going to play district games or what you're going to have in there. So with all those things said, we'll talk to some people, when the opportunity presents itself, but I'm not spending a lot of time trying to chase those things down right now because I can't control that.
Well, shifting gears, purple and gold, you've already mentioned it a couple of times in the show, coming in here tomorrow, and they'll be ready to play a different team, but still they've got some talent.
Yeah, they got a lot of talent. I mean, skill-wise, they probably have as much talent as anybody in our league. I love the receivers, their corners, their safeties. They got a young quarterback that's going to be a really good one. He's a sophomore right now, so sophomores sometimes are sophomores, but he's got a lot of talent, and they're good. Their linebackers are good. Their outside linebackers are talented, tough kids, and they're going to hit you. They're going to be physical. They have a capability of making big plays. They got a good tailback. I mean, all their skill positions are as talented as anybody, and so it's a challenge. Everybody thinks because they lost, to Siegel that means they're not this or they're not that.
No, I just think I think they lost. I don't think they got beat. I think they
played
lost.
poorly, and I think Matt would tell you that they played poorly. Siegel jumped on them, quickly. Got behind 21-0. Smyrna fought back and had the ball inside the 20-25 yard line as late in the game, to drive down and tie. And I think they turned it over, if I'm not mistaken. So if I remember that, I watched a lot of videos, so they kind of run together. But so they're a very talented team. I mean, we'll have to play really well. We'll have to play physical football. Our kids are excited about the opportunity. Our kids are ready to go. 2 weeks off is a long time. And,
yeah, it is for you.
It is.
And because you don't like that break. You like just keep rolling.
Just keep playing. I mean, I like the break in the fact that it heals some kids up. It gives them a little bit of a time to take a deep breath and then refocus or whatever. But our kids are ready to go play again. They probably enjoyed the little time off, but I can tell by the way they're practicing, by the way they're working in the weight room. I can tell that they're ready to get this thing started. And we've played the first 7 now. It's over, and now it's on to the next 7, and the bonus game after that is what you're looking for, right? So you're looking for
that's all there is to it.
The first 7's over, and our kids played well for the most part. Obviously, 1-7, you can't do any better than that. We could have played better at times, but now it's on to the next one. And we're excited about playing. It'll be a great challenge for us tomorrow night. It'll be a huge crowd because it's finally going to be sunny. I think that's the first time I saw the sun since I left Florida in fall break, and so it'll be sunny. Everybody have cabin fever, so I'm sure we'll have a huge crowd here between Blackman and Smyrna, and obviously
see some old friends.
See a lot of old friends. Been a lot for all those years down there, so it ought to be That'll be fun.
There you go. Tomorrow night, right here, Bulldogs and Blaze. And as Coach Shadowens and the Blaze get ready for the final stretch drive of the last 3 games of the season, y'all be here 7 o'clock.